Hey, what's going on, guys? SS Tricks here. Today I have a new life story video. I know it's been a while and I'm sorry for that. I'm gonna try to be uploading more frequently. It's actually gonna be winter break, and I'm gonna do some IRL videos because I'm gonna be gone actually for winter break. So let's jump right into this life story video. It takes place yesterday, actually, December 12th, 2014. So me and my friends, this is kind of like me getting caught and me telling my mom that I smoked and stuff. So yeah. So me and my friends, we have this thing called smart period, which is like kind of a period where we go to like one of our teachers to get some like homework done and stuff. So I told my teacher, right now I miss so much school that I have to stay in this class. Sorry about that, guys. I have to stay in this class to get done all my homework, so I have the same teacher all day. So I had it for smart period. So I told her if I could go. My friends actually wanted me to, sorry for jumping back and forth. My friends wanted me to see if I could meet up with them really quick, and I'm like, I can try. So they were like, we're gonna smoke a joint, or he's rolling up right now. I'm like, alright, I'll be there soon. So I'm like, to my teacher, I asked her if I could go to my locker room and get a library book that I needed to return, and to what else did I say, to look for a binder. And she was like, sure. So we probably had about 10 or 20 minutes left of the smart period. They're only 40 minutes long. So after I told her that, I went and headed out, and we met up in the locker room, and he was rolling in the bathroom, which is a terrible decision to do that. That's just no. So he was rolling in the bathroom, and then I walked in. I'm like, hey, it smells dank in here. And then he started to freak out and put everything away. Then I'm like, nah, it's me. And then yeah, we finished. So we went walking around. We were trying to find a spot to smoke it on the school, which is not good at all. That's probably why it got caught. So I keep in mind I had my vape on me this whole time, and some flavoring and pills. They're like ADHD pills and stuff like that, and like anxiety pills, because I have anxiety, pretty bad anxiety. So I had those on me. So we went back behind this soccer field, which was back way behind the school. It's brand new, so we went back there behind this baseball fence. It's kind of weird. They like both come together to form like this small corner. So we actually smoked 2 joints of like some fire, and I was stoned. But this is actually probably going to be the last time that I smoked, so keep in mind that all the future videos are probably going to be from like previous occasions that happened to me. None of them are really going to be that recent. I'm probably still going to have some crazy things happen to me, just not really like alcohol or weed related. So yeah, so I went back to my class. It was break. The smart period bell ended. Or the smart period ended, and the bell like started to ring to show the end of the smart period. And then it was break for 10 minutes, so we were kind of walking back to school slowly, and then the break bell ended, and then we went back to class. And I didn't have anything on me, like any like deodorant stuff. Well, I did, but I didn't think of using it because I normally don't. So I went back to the class. And then my teacher asked where I was for smart period, and then I just told her like I had to go to the bathroom, then I had to go to the locker room, and it was locked, so I had to go to tell a teacher to come open it, and that whole ordeal. And I keep in mind, my eyes were red. I was probably smelling, and I was high as hell. So she's like, oh, alright. And then she also teaches in another classroom, so she said that she would be back and forth. So she leaves to her other classroom, and this other guy, Levi, I don't know why I just said his name. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. His name's Levi. He's like, kind of goes around the school. We call him Morgan Freeman because he looks like Morgan Freeman. But he goes around the school, and he's like the security guard, kind of. So he walks in the room. He's kind of looking around, like, taking his time. Like, he's weird. Like, he's really weird. And then, I just kind of look at him weird. He starts looking at me, and we, like, stare each other down. He's like, "Are you Christian?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, and then he's like, "You need to come with me and bring all your stuff." And then I was like, "Oh, okay." So I put everything in my backpack, and I left my jacket there. He's like, "Hey, get your jacket." I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I forgot." And he's like, "Yeah, whatever." And then before we get up, he's like, "First of all, are you alright?" I'm like, "Oh shit, yeah, I'm fine." He's like, "Okay." So then we walk out, and we go to this vice principal's office. And he's a pretty big dude, bitty, dark-skinned male. First, quick side note, I forgot to add this part. He went up to the office. My mom was already coming to drop off my lunch and a pair of headphones because my cat bit through one, but that's besides the point. He's like, I don't want to use the actual name. He's like, "Tell Alex to come inside of here." That's not the actual kid's name. I'm like, "I'm not Alex." And he just starts kind of looking at me like, "Then who are you?" I'm like, "I'm Christian." And then he's like, "Oh shit." He just had that look of, "Oh shit." Like, he pretty much searched me for no reason and found everything. So, yeah. And he just starts kind of questioning me, like, "I've gotten some reports that you smelled like marijuana." I'm like, "Okay, I haven't been smoking, or I don't have anything on me." Then I'm like, "You can check me if I want, or if you want." And then at this point, I kind of forgot that I had the vape in me. Or I was smoking it, like, during school, like, walking back, so I kind of thought that they saw me with it, and, like, that's why they called me in. So, we started talking. I'm like, "Oh, I do have this vape thing." And then he's like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna have to confiscate this." I'm like, "Alright, well, my mom's about to be here, so can she just pick it up?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." And then he searches more. He finds one of my joint holders and some lighters inside of some stuff, and my mom picked up everything. And I had this flavoring. It was cherry blossom, and it had a little bit of nicotine in it, so they had to confiscate that from me. But my mom picked them all up, so my mom's a beast. And I was really high during this, and my mom walked in, and she kept on being like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Your eyes are just really red." And the guys, oh god, I was like stumbling on words and stumbling what I was saying, and I was shaking. My mom told me to take one of my anxiety pills because, I mean, when you get searched, you kind of like feel jittery, like, even if you don't have anything on you. I mean, it's kind of scary to get searched, and you think that you're gonna get in trouble, although I don't really care. After, let's see, what was it? Oh yeah, my mom came in, she did all that, she talked, she asked if I was alright, and I was shaking so much. And then after that, she wanted me to talk to the school psychiatrist or psychologist, and so I went into her office and we were talking, and she asked me if I smoked. And oh yeah, I keep on going back, but the vice principal, he asked me if I smoked, and I'm like, "Yeah, a while ago I used to." And then he's like, "Alright, well, you're gonna have to tell your mom that." I'm like, "Okay." She already knows. So I told her that, and she's like, "Well, I already knew that." And then he's like, "Oh shit." Like, he thought that I was lying, that she knew, and that she knew that I had a vape pen, but she kind of like shoved it in his face. It was funny. And then my names were actually taken off of the pills because my mom didn't want me to like drop them and like get called into the office and like, "Whoa, who are these pills?" and whatever. This is actually gonna be a long commentary. So I go into my psychologist thing, or my therapist thing, and then she asked me how I'm feeling, and I'm shaking still because of that all, and I was really high, and she probably knew that I was. So yeah, after that happened, she wanted me to come back in there for third period. But third period was later in the day because we had a block schedule, so it was just 1, 2, and 3 periods, but they're each an hour and a half long. So she wanted me to come back for third period. So at lunch, I went and I smoked a supercharged joint with some hash, weed, and tobacco. I went back to school so stoned, bro. It was crazy. It was bad. So we just kind of talked, and then after school, I text my mom. I'm like, Mom, I smoke weed. Or she wanted me to, like, it was either she got a drug test, and if I came up positive, then she would take it out of the money that she owed me, or that I would have to get, just tell her straight up that I smoke. So I just told her, and I told her that I wasn't gonna stop, although I probably am now. I don't really want to. I'm not really willing to spend my money, so I'm just probably gonna vape. Let me know if you guys want to see some vape videos or like my setup and whatever. So I told her that, and she kind of got pissed off at me. Now she's actually really nice to me. She actually is just like, don't go smoking pot right now, Christian. I'm like, I will, Mom. So that's my story. I don't know what you guys watched in the background. It'll be some kind of Advanced Warfare good ass gameplay because I'm amazing at that game. So yeah, have a good day. Let me know what you guys think, and please leave a like and subscribe. Peace.